I know you saw this because you commented on a post that had a similar headline. But I thought this was quite interesting, and if only someone had seen this coming. Headlines! Chipotle raises menu prices to offset employee wages.
Oh, congratulations. I saw people celebrating this.
I celebrated this. Well, first of all, I don't go to Chipotle, so I don't care either way. But, no shit.
Yeah, well, right. That's how we're going to celebrate it. But no, people are like, yeah, they should pay him more during the pandemic. It's like, no. Do you think they willingly want to make things cost more money? Isn't that counterproductive to human psychology that you want to get the best quality for the lowest possible price? So when things go up, doesn't that defeat the fucking psychology of you buying something?
Ryan, what you're defining is economics.
This is fucking ludicrous. No, that's critical. It's not even economics, Dave. That's critical thinking, David.
I don't know why they... I don't know. I don't know why anyone would think that's ludicrous. A good thing.
People are applauding. Yeah, they should pay him more money. Be like, okay, let's suspend my disbelief here for a second and say that is true. Do you think they're doing this willingly? Like, really ask yourself that.
Well, they're doing it because they have to.
Exactly.
It's
David.
Literally profitability or bust. That's what a business is.
Yeah, it's like, hey, our costs went up 30%.
And inflation's up 5%. So now your inflation's up, your costs are up. So your $10 burrito is $15. People, and the other thing people don't understand, which is things that we have been pointing to for years, and we see it happening in other places like McDonald's, but eventually minimum wage is going to drive out low-skilled workers. Because at some point, it's not worth paying them.
I feel sorry for low-skilled people.
I do, because there's nothing they can do, and there's no way to get an entry-level gig, earn some skills, work your way up, because you've priced yourself out of the market.
And people, for people who don't think minimum wage skills get you higher ability to get higher skills, it's a lie. Like, you're introduced to working ability, the way things are. I mean, I'm not saying you got to go to McDonald's, but there's some factories, there's some, we got an automotive, you can go detail cars, you could be a car washer, like, that's the path we fell into. But there's electrical unions, there's all these people will pay you little. If there was no more lower minimum wage, that's a whole different issue. But it's, man, you get priced out of the market, and then at some point you get looked at. And to be honest with you, if you're in a minimum wage position, if you don't utilize that thing and build it like a ladder and get into management, like a manager at a fast food place, that's when you can take that skill and go other places. But if you're just a fucking burger maker, you're only gonna work in kitchens.
Yeah, but even then, sometimes you can work your way up to a different kitchen, maybe a higher quality kitchen, one that pays more.
You open
quality restaurants.
Yeah, the real dream, honestly, if you're going to work in kitchens and have that quote-unquote lower skill, open a restaurant and cook the food yourself. And then maybe you could, we've talked about this. There's pizzerias making six figures on this very premise. A pizza is $20, but the owner makes $100,000 a year take home. Do the math.
That sounds like the American dream, right?
Yeah, if you have a low skill, that's the way to exploit. Even if you're highly skilled, if you can open your own spot and, electrician, or open your own automotive repair center, that's where you really explode. But you got to eat shit to get the skills, man. And a lot of these places will teach you. But we're told to go to college, which is another thing Elizabeth Warren's been saying this week. I saw her post on her Twitter that she said, it's basically cancel student loan debt because a bunch of young kids were told to go to school. And I commented, not like it fucking matters, on Facebook.
Ryan, were you victim blaming again?
Yeah, again. I was like, what happened to personal responsibility? Now, I'll admit, I went through the generation that was pushed to school. I probably went to school because they pushed me. Did it make me a better person? Sure. Can I justify it? Debatable. But my point is I am a product of that system. But you know who chose to go? You know who signed the paperwork? You know who moved there? You know who lived?
You were so young when you signed that paperwork. Did you even know what you were signing?
Not really.
Which, by the way, can we talk about how, and I don't ever want to get into transgender bashing because I don't really care, and people can do whatever they want, and it's not my choice, and I really just don't give a shit. But can we talk about how all these kids who got pushed into college are not responsible enough to sign paperwork and pay back their student loans, but 6, 7, 8-year-olds are definitely mature enough to get puberty blockers and switch genders and all types of stuff. All that's good. That's fine.
Yeah, Dave. And
But
it's
at 18 years old, you're way too young to make a financial decision like taking on a loan.